For half a century, Unadilla has hosted the greatest names in motocross. DeCoster, Hanna, Stanton, Carmichael, Dungey. Like so many others, their legends were carved at Unadilla and are forever part of the lure of this special place in the central New York countryside. The next chapter of this great venue gets written today. Lucas Oil Pro Motocross is live on MAV TV.
It's a legend now 50 years running and the host site for round 10 of the Lucas Oil Pro Motocross Championship, sanctioned by AMA Pro Racing. It's the Circle K Unadilla National.
Like you said, great analysis. Thanks for breaking it down, AC.
There's a Lucas Oil race recap. Justin Cooper is going to grab the motosport.com hole shot here in the 32. Got CIANCIARULO and Jerry Robin up there. Robin, a great start for the privateer. But Cooper versus CIANCIARULO became the early race battle in this one.
Yeah, the top three in the points were 1, 2, and 3, but little mistake there coming out of the corner for Cooper. It goes down, you see the handguard gets broken off. I think his clutch may have gotten a little bit bent, maybe even the bars, because he wasn't quite the same. There was one of AC's rare sort of bigger mistakes that FERRANDIS got very close, but wasn't able to make the pass.
Last 3 laps, CIANCIARULO was able to get away and ultimately won the race by a final margin of 5.5 seconds. But that was huge to prove he could do it straight up against FERRANDIS, who was able to edge him in both motos a week ago, or 2 weeks ago, at our last race at Washougal. Sexton back up on the podium. Cooper had a crash, ended up 4th. Nichols in 5th. Here's the full point scoring run. Robin, despite a crash, held on to score 1 point, finishing 20th. Carson Mumford, first pro race ever, 16th. Lucas Oil race recap. Won't see ROCZEN necessarily right here battling for the start. It's going to be Justin Bogle has it, but then Eli Tomac would wrest the lead from Bogle, and ROCZEN would wrest a little away from Tomac.
Yeah, ROCZEN was not wasting any time, just made that look relatively easy, getting around our points leader, and just checked out from there.
Then Marvin MUSQUIN caught Eli Tomac. Tomac did not put up much of a fight, and that portended to what would happen throughout the rest of the race. Several riders were able to get your series leader, including Justin Barcia. A big move here. He had passed Zach Osborne for 4th, then he takes 3rd, put his Yamaha in podium position. A couple other riders would get by Tomac, pushing him back to 7th. ROCZEN would go on to take his 4th moto win of the season, and his first against its high point on Father's Day weekend in June. Osborne 4th, fends off his teammate Anderson, who got close on the Rockstar Husky near the end. Savacci gets Tomac. Wilson, Bloss, and Bogle round out the top 10. Good charge for Bloss from pretty far back. Kyle Cunningham, solid points there on the number 37 Honda. There's the rest of your field. Caleb Tennant, yeah, good job, 19th. Going to score 2 championship points there. Lucas Oil race recap, and look at the difference it makes. Yep. A rare hole shot for Dylan Ferrandis. You see him here on the blue. You'll see the white chest protector on the inside, and he locked down the start, and that was so key.
Yeah, stayed on the track there, able to get good traction. Saw Cincerello and a few other riders running wide. But then it got interesting.
Yeah, looked like Justin Cooper was going to take the lead. Watch Ferrandis desperately around the outside, fighting off his teammate. Didn't want to give up that track position. And then CIANCIARULO quickly moved into 3rd to challenge Cooper as well.
Yeah, just
great racing.
Cuts underneath him right there. Cooper didn't even see that one coming. Cincerello gets through that corner nice and clean. Great drive. Puts him on the rear tire of Dylan Ferrandis. And for the entire moto, these guys went at it.
Ferrandis holds on to win. But here's what's incredible. The lap times in this moto, the best time for CIANCIARULO and Ferrandis were identical down to the 1,000th of a second. That's how closely matched they were today. They scored identical in championship points, but Ferrandis gets the overall with the 2nd moto tiebreaker. Here's your Lucas Oil race recap to show you how ROCZEN did it. Again, not necessarily a great start for Ken. It was more about making quick moves early. Off the start, it was Marvin MUSQUIN on the Red Bull KTM, number 25, leading the pack.
Yeah, good start for Marvin. You see ROCZEN there. He was about 8th or 9th right there, but like you said, made some quick passes. Anderson off track. he would lose a couple spots there.
Osborne battling it out with MUSQUIN early. ROCZEN would get around Osborne and Eli Tomac, then go after MUSQUIN, and then MUSQUIN mistake off the racetrack.
Yeah, he just came in that corner after the mechanics. Got a little out of control, ended up blowing that corner.
Tomac starts to stir here. Great battle with Osborne. 4 or 5 laps it took to get around the very stubborn rider out of Virginia, but eventually Tomac able to take the 3rd place position, but by then it was too late to go after MUSQUIN for 2nd, and ROCZEN was long gone out front. That's his 18th career overall victory in the 450 class. Here's the overall results. The math is easy with ROCZEN sweeping the 2 motos. He's your winner for the day. Osborne gonna put it up on the podium with another one of those gritty rides. MUSQUIN 2nd.